Hi, my name is Ismael Alfaro. I'm a PCI QSA here at Accudata Systems. With the recent release of version 3.2 of the PCI DSS, we are approached by a lot of merchants and service providers to understand what that means. The new requirements go into effect January 31st, 2018. So Accudata put together a top 10 list of what you need to know in addressing PCI compliance. The first thing you should worry about as a merchant or service provider is that it's going to take longer than you think to comply with the new requirements. There have been new requirements introduced in version 3.2, and if you're a service provider, they especially affect you. So don't wait until the fourth quarter of 2017 to begin understanding what those compliance requirements mean for you. Start now by addressing the new requirements. Number 2. Don't confuse compliance with security. The PCI requirements are a minimum standard for securing credit card holder data, but companies may have credit card data and other data elements that require a higher level of security and scrutiny. So consider people, technology, and processes when dealing with PCI compliance. Number 3, take a holistic approach. Don't just consider the technology that needs to be secured when dealing with cardholder data and addressing PCI compliance. You have to consider the people, the processes, as well as the technology. Any one of those three things left out of the consideration can have a major impact on achieving PCI compliance. Number 4, trends in the industry are shifting, and we're noticing that merchants and service providers are using new technologies and methods to reduce their PCI complexity and burden. Those technologies include point-to-point encryption, iframe redirects for e-commerce environments, and many others, network segmentation. And number 5, service provider management maturity. Organizations need to have a mature model for dealing with service providers that provide security or functions for cardholder data processing systems and services. And number 6, security awareness training. This applies to all employees within an organization, not just individuals dealing with cardholder data functions. Merchants and service providers can struggle with this one, so understanding how to provide security awareness training for all of your employees is critical. Number 7, controlling scope is critical. Understanding the systems and the people and the processes that are involved in your payment channels is critical to reducing the burden and the complexity of PCI compliance. And number 8, evidence collection should be second nature. PCI assessors are required to validate evidence from various systems, antivirus controls, intrusion detection systems, firewall access control list. All of this information should be readily available for the assessor in order to validate it and to sign off on the requirement. Merchants and service providers should be able to provide that evidence in an easy, timely manner. Number 9, PCI compliance is ongoing. The PCI compliance framework has always included requirements and controls that have to be validated on a quarterly, annual, biannual, and even on a daily basis. But with the introduction of version 3.2, the effort is reinforced. Merchants and service providers should be able to understand that the PCI compliance is an ongoing effort, not a one-time check. And finally, number 10, you can't do it alone. Navigating the PCI DSS is a complex, burdensome effort, and engaging an experienced third-party provider to help merchants and service providers navigate that landscape is critical in being successful in achieving and maintaining ongoing PCI compliance.